Hey guys. Hey collective. Okay. Heal how to heal from trauma, which is a good one. And I just wanted to say for the record, um, you can get a reading on it from someone this time who's from God and honest, not um a liar. But anyways, get a reading on it. I'm not working with the police. I haven't been working with the police. I haven't seen no police around here. Oh, the only thing I did was, and you can get a reading on it to validate archangels in four corners, sage away the energies, high vibrational, return to senders, any spell work times 10,000 immediately. I received some text messages from I don't know, I feel like it was a couple of girls, maybe a man girl energy, and was they said they were asking me questions, and then they started calling me names like stupid and acting like they haven't graduated kindergarten in kindness. And I asked who this is after they asked me how old I am and things like that. um they said they're my ops. So then I said, doing stuff illegal is against the law. And then they're like, oh, you're stupid. Oh, and making like laughing sounds. And I was like, well, I'm actually, I know it's illegal. I've went to law school for a semester, and I'm an intuitive psychic medium. And I didn't hear from him, but I did see him on Snapchat. Tonve Marcus. Tonvi Marcus. Anyways, and then I was gonna friend her or him, her with him energy, I guess. Um, and only because they were like in my face, bold, I sent it to FBI. That's it, you know. So anyone who comes at me, yeah, I got the divine. I got 911. Um, I want to stay out of it, okay, and it's really my spirit team. You can take it up with the divine and my spirit team and our ancestors who, it gets, I heard join my side. I guess there's a side. I don't know. I'm for unity. I don't, um, I'm about peace and freedom. I don't control people. But false allegations about me, I'm not going to waste my energy because I trust the divine. When I get a call and they want me to come to court, yeah, I'll show up with my lawyer and my entire spirit team and our creator. Yet until then, I'm just going to do my thing and save my energy, save my time, get my nails done, get a facial, enjoy life. That's what I want to do. That's why I live my life. Don't ever say or do anything I can't yell for rooftop because I want no worries. So that's that. Okay. So back to what this is about. And it's about healing. I'm a healer. I don't do spell work. I don't need it. I have high vibrations of God that low vibrations could never match. What happens when you walk into a dark room? No more dark. Bye bye. That's how that works. Oh, Tava Marcus. She said she was from Texas. So it's probably one of many, I'm sure. But okay, whatever. I got a life and no worries. Okay, so let's get to How to Heal Trauma by Ariane Resnick. She's a CNC. February 18th, 2023. Okay, so if you have recently dealt with a traumatic event, or more than one, as some of us do, especially when you're on the combat field, um, you might be worried that you're going to feel lousy indefinitely. While it can certainly take some time to feel fully happy and healthy again. Excuse me. Where am I? Here. There are many steps you can take to help you move forward. Know that you will indeed be okay again, and that you have the power to make your healing journey an effective one. This article discusses how to heal from trauma. We'll first look at exactly what trauma is so you can be clear that it's what you're experiencing. Then we'll share various steps you can take and tips you can try. And then there's like this is on Very Well Mind, and it's got also there's a recording from a Holocaust survivor. Strategies for healing and resilience with Holocaust survivor. What is trauma? Trauma is the result of a negative event. It occurs when you feel emotionally or mentally hurt by something that has happened, and it may lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, which is commonly referred to as PTSD. Examples of traumatic events include death of someone you love, experiencing abuse, a plane or automobile accident, an extremely difficult relationship or breakup, or a natural disaster like an earthquake or hurricane. If you feel shocked, saddened, anxious, or otherwise overwhelmed by an occurrence like one of the above, you're probably experiencing trauma. The trauma isn't the event or experience itself, but rather your body and mind's response to it. Traumatic stress affects the brain, which makes it crucial to take steps toward recovery and mitigate its negative effects and impacts as much as possible. And then you can see, like if you're a veteran, you can see the VA, register at the VA, and if you join right after you get out, um, you'll it'll possibly be free, or if you're service connected, or it goes by your income. So it's very reasonable. The medication too, if you need that, or look into healthy herbs. Accept support. First and foremost, getting past trauma is to want to heal and be willing to accept the help and support. It might turn out that much of your healing journey occurs alone, or it might involve a lot of community support or individual therapy. Whichever route it's going to take naturally. You'll have the best chance of recovering well if you are in a space of accepting support that you could trust. You might receive support from loved ones, a support group, a therapist, or from friends or colleagues. The important part here is to get into the mindset where you can understand that others may likely be able to help you and you are willing to take the help. Find the right help. Next, you'll want to find the right type of help for your situation. If therapy seems like the right step for you, you can look specifically for a trauma informed therapist to ensure the therapist is able to work with trauma and provide you with the best possible service. Or it might feel better to attend a support group so that you can be around others who have experienced similar situation and find understanding and community. Connect with others. Whether or not you attend a support group around healing, it will help you connect with other people. You don't need to center your trauma with the group, and you don't even necessarily need to talk to other people about your trauma if it doesn't feel like the right move for you. Connection with others is key to happiness as humans, and isolating yourself while dealing with trauma can lead to negative outcomes like depression. Unless you're in a dark night of the soul, it's best to heal alone and then, with balance, and then spend time with your friends. Outcomes like depression, spend time with friends. So when you feel up for it, and share what you've experienced when it feels right. Physical movement, exercise has been shown to improve symptoms of PTSD. In addition to directly helping you heal, exercise and physical movement also provide your body with much needed feel good chemicals like endorphins. Also, Reiki healing is really good too to get your chakras aligned and moving energy flow. And that's okay. Take walks. Do something fun like bike riding or roller skating. Move along to a yoga video or have a solo dance party. Anything that involves moving your body will help you heal. Work with your feelings. Journaling is a common way to manage stress and move through complex events. Give it a try if it feels like it might be beneficial for you. If it doesn't, it will still be helpful to spend time sitting with your feelings. Do your best to get in touch with what you're feeling. Allow yourself to experience it entirely for a few moments, then notice how it pauses. Sorry, passes. Feelings, feeling your feelings and accepting them is key to healing from trauma. You may have some difficult feelings along the way, like anger, and that's okay. It's natural to have a wide variety of emotions, and there's nothing wrong if some of them are new for you. That's our human experience. Self care reduces stress. Practice self care. Equally important, it feels good. Practice self care through your healing journey by regularly taking action to do things that feel good and loving for yourself. Self care acts can be simple and free and might be as mundane as taking a bath. What matters is that you set time aside to care for yourself and you do things that make you feel loved. Avoid recreational substances. While healing from trauma, it might be incredibly tempting to drink or do drugs um, because recreational substances are addictive and help your brain stop thinking and feeling. This is not the right time for them. You won't be able to work through your feelings if you're not feeling them, right? It's just delaying. It's just delaying. Addictive behaviors will delay the healing. Falling back into what's comfortable delays the healing. Um, if you're actively avoiding them by taking substances, know that this is temporary and you can go back to activities like social drinking once you have taken the time to heal from your trauma. Take breaks. When moving through healing, you might find that you're more tired than usual, or you might feel like you have physical energy, but your mind doesn't work well. Healing from trauma takes a lot of energy. Yes, it does. The best way to deal with reduced energy during this time, whether physical or mental, is to be gentle with yourself. Be gentle. Taking breaks, even from doing fun things, to pause and give yourself a moment will help keep your energy up and ensure you don't exhaust yourself. Practice mindfulness, an act that will well proven to support healing is mindfulness. It's a method of experiencing life where you make a point of paying attention to each moment. You stay present for everything from your thoughts and feelings to how things are for you physically. This can help you relieve stress. Additionally, meditation and breath work, which are natural offshoots of mindfulness, can improve stress levels and help you to feel more relaxed and settled in your life. These are all helpful for healing. Engage in creativity. Lastly, having fun is a great healing tool. Getting creative for you might mean making music or just listening to it. It might mean writing poetry, journaling, or even just reading a fiction book. Engaging your brain in creative and artistic endeavors has been proven to improve physiological and psychological outcomes in people. You can try art therapy, go wild with it, and completely casual about your creativity and do it alone. What matters is that you engage with anything creative that feels positive for you. I agree. Healing from trauma might feel overwhelming. Know that there are many options at your disposal, and if you use them, you'll be on your way to feeling better soon. Not side people as options. Options as these avenues for healing. Okay. So the 5 stages of trauma. Oh, this looks like the 5 stages of grief. Denial, a defense mechanisms that help to reduce the initial impact of trauma. Anger, the reality of the experience sets in, where you push people away or blame people. 3, bargaining. People begin to try to take control of the difficult emotions they are experiencing. Depression, characterized by sadness, low energy, guilt, and social withdrawal. Acceptance, a step toward healing that allows people to process their trauma and come to terms with that they have experienced. Yep, love and acceptance. Give yourself a big hug because you put the work in to heal yourself and raise your vibrations. So let's see. Okay, so we have at the top mental health conditions, and then this diagram shows effect. Um, of, what does that say? Regulation, and then under that is impromised self, and then under that is meaninglessness. And then in the middle of that is distorted self and other concepts. And then on the flip side, there's here is self acceptance, transformed self, self worth. That's your self esteem. Transformed is the shift, changing your thinking, changing your feelings, healing it, put it to rest. And in the middle of that is self fulfillment. So that's the past trauma in transformation and healing to post traumatic. So that's a good step. Trauma healing is a process of resolving unpleasant feelings and memories, discharging pent up energy, regulating emotions, and rebuilding trust. It involves different stages and methods such as safety, acknowledgement, reconnection, mindfulness, meditation, somatic experiencing, which is like a um, relaxation. It's um, it's delta is the frequency when our brain is asleep, or when we're asleep and our brain is at the somatic, the delta brain waves. And then deeper than delta goes somatic, and that's some hypnosis. where we do the past lives regression and the quantum healing with connection with the higher self, questions that the higher self can answer, and then do a body scan for health with answers from our higher self, what to do to heal our bodies. So somatic, cognitive behavioral therapy, and expressive arts. Some therapies are strongly or conditionally recommended by the American Psychological Association. Trauma healing requires active engagement and self compassion. I agree with that. Last one, Seattle Liberation Healing. And this is www.liberationhealingseattle.com. 6 signs you may notice as you're healing from trauma. 1, you begin feeling your emotions rather than minimizing them. You allow yourself to cry. Tears are a shower for the soul. They're also healing because we have crystal structures, and crystals are healing. You validate and more fully understand your own emotions rather than try to fix or get rid of them. Anger begins dissipating and decreasing. Turns out sadness, loneliness, confusion, helplessness, and pain was underneath. And then it says, see anger iceberg. So if you want to look that up, anger iceberg. 2, practicing living mindfully rather than mindlessly. Rather than doing things to distract, numb, or keep busy, you start from a place of intention and value. You ask yourself questions like, what does my body need right now to rest and recuperate? Do I really want to take on this project right now? If I really listen to myself, what would be what would really happen if I disappoint other people and tell them no? You start talking to yourself in ways like, I wonder what's really going on underneath my need to please others right now. This is really interesting. This pattern keeps happening over and over. Let me pause and reflect on this right now. Or, and it's okay for me to make mistakes. I'm not my mistake. I can learn from this. Yes. I don't have to have all the answers to everything. No. I'm really tired and fatigued. I might say no to the invitation tonight. I really enjoy spending time by myself on the weekends. I want to do this more often. I really enjoy spending time with other people on weekends. I want to do this more often. Yes, everyone has the right, the freedom to do as they please, as long as they're not harming themselves or others. 3, your body releases tension and trauma. You have less somatic issues, headaches, migraines, stomach, stress, fatigue. Your body softens and relaxes because you are learning to establish safety in your body. And you're more welcoming of touch, like hugs, embraces from other people, especially those you care about and trust. And you understand somatization, that some of your physical symptoms are a result of mental health or psychology issues, trauma, depression, anxiety. That is true. And also what you're bringing in, your vibrations, what you're manifesting. 4, you reach out more for support and ask for help rather than isolating. You slowly allow more people into your emotional inner life. Your wall starts falling down. And you begin asking for your needs and wants rather than assuming others can read your mind. And you begin understanding your needs and wants rather than focus on others' needs and wants. Very important. You allow others to see you cry, frustrated, sad, grieving, and helpless. Humanizing yourself as perfection doesn't exist. No, only the truth. And you begin to shift the core belief of self-reliance into interdependence, community, and connection. It's nice to spend time with certain people rather than being alone all the time or being with narcissistic agendas. 5. You stop reacting less and start reflecting more. You stop laughing at your traumas. You learn laughter shrinks you and a way to distract from pain. It is also healing. And your triggers begin to guide you toward healing. Rather than control and manage you, you understand where the triggers come from, what you need, and how to interrupt the cycle of sabotage. And you begin understanding your triggers, vulnerabilities, and stressors, and make an actionable plan moving forward. And you learn how to differentiate between danger, safety, and trust, especially in your body, rather than just relying on your brain head logic all the time. And you begin learning to live in the moment rather than the past or the future. You begin slowing down and enjoying the little things. 6, you start grieving for what you never had. Because you allow yourself to feel and emote more, you are able to understand the concept of the inner child. And you begin to tap into your inner child and wonder what they desperately crave and desire. And since others may be unable or unwilling to give them to you, you begin to process of reparenting your inner child. Yes, self-love. Give that inner child a big hug and protection. And with grief comes rage, anger, and indignation. See ambiguous loss. This certainly is not an exhaustive list of what to expect when healing from trauma. Know that your journey is unique to you, your identities, and your experiences. Identification is really 3D. Okay. So there are 3 main stages of therapy. 1, early stage. This stage focuses on getting to know your therapist. Your therapist getting to know you, building the therapeutic relationship, and identifying what you want to work on and how to get there. You might feel anxious, unsure, worried, scared, and ambivalent about seeking therapy and starting treatment with a new clinician. You're essentially building a relationship with your therapist. Trust takes time. Don't push yourself too much to share before you're ready. Rapport building, earning trust, empathy, comfort, active listening. Assessing if mutual good fit, personality, communication style, therapy approach, values. Gaining more information, history, family, relationship, support, challenges, previous experiences in therapy. Therapist outlining what to expect and boundaries. Therapist outlining the trajectory, journey of therapy. Identifying collaborative goals, focus on what client wants to work on. Providing education on what may be occurring, symptom, diagnosis, theories, and terms. If not a good fit, find another therapist and end treatment. 2, middle stage. This stage focuses on the change, growth, transformation process. You might begin feeling better, have increased insight, understanding why you do what you do, gain more skills, tools to use when overwhelmed and stressed, have new goals you want to work on, want to share wins and areas of growth, etc. Exploring themes, patterns, and dynamics, learning why clients do what they do, identifying barriers, challenges, and ways to interrupt cycles of sabotage with healthier behaviors, actions, and change. Trying new things outside of therapy, homework, experiments, and reporting back to see what worked and what didn't work. decreasing avoidance, teaching and practicing skills and tools. Water. 3, late stage. This stage focuses on reviewing the past 2 stages. Perhaps you feel more confident, calm, curious, and compassionate towards yourself and those you love. Maybe you're coming to session with less things to talk about, or things are going well. Perhaps you've plateaued with this therapist in particular and need someone else who specializes in another area or require a different approach or style. Summarizing work so far, goals are met. Feeling more confident in ability to handle life challenges and transitions without therapist. Thinking about the future and ways to handle possible challenges and setbacks. Saying goodbye and underlying feelings about loss of a relationship. Moving sessions to less frequency, every other week, monthly, once every quarter as needed. Those are your choices. Some of the things that might happen in therapy: disagreements, tensions, misattunement, and conflicts, enactments, transference, previous relationship experience in the therapeutic relationship, such as expectations, fears, anxiety, worries, projections, etc. Repairs, apologizing, discussing disagreements and conflict to find a resolution and acceptance. An illness, a new health diagnosis, chronic health issues. Chronic means long term. Finances, insurance changes. Interesting. Fee increases, economic recession, being laid off, terminated from job, time off, illness, vacation, and or unexpected time off from client and therapist, taking a break and pausing treatment, wanting to metabolize learning, take more time to integrate learnings, find support system, try new things outside of therapy, referring out. When a client has concerns a therapist is unable to address due to lack of specialty or scope of practice. Losses, saying goodbye, relationship to endings, previous histories of abandonment. Face your fears. Ambivalence, a part of me finds therapy helpful. A part of me thinks I can end therapy now, and I've gotten what I needed from it. Resources, okay. So please see the authorities who can help you with, someone licensed who can keep your information private and won't give you any, a non-biased, someone who is objective, has no personal opinion or agenda. You can talk with someone who will treat you like a friend and help you the best they can. Okay, so that's all. Thank you. Peace.